This is the General Shield Show where we talk DeFi, GameFi, and play to earn. Woo-wee! Woo! We got way too much alpha in this one. Just like it says, baby. I got two Easter eggs and seven, yes, count them, seven bullish Cyball and CBT items. If you ain't liking and subscribing this one, I don't know what you're doing. Let's get into it.
General Shill, never chill, we making mills. DeFi and game to the moon, yeah, we shoot high. Drop the airdrop, make it pop. Yeah, we going to the top. General Shill, how you feel? Making mills, make a million, turn it to a billion. To the moon, no ceilings, yeah, we shoot high. General Shill, to the moon, yeah, we gon' fly. Got no chill, General Shill.
This update just came out today. You can check it out on blog.cyball.com. You can look at it more in detail, but I'm just going to show you guys and do a quick review of the top things that they have going on within the ecosystem. Okay, so for you guys who haven't been following, they have 53,000 signups now. Those are people who have created their account, they've linked it to their MetaMask, and they're either waiting on the ability to get their Cyblocs, maybe they're scholars and whatnot. And a lot of these guys are teams that are already out there. As you can see, they have 13,000 DAU. After the mentoring period, our Cyblock population has nearly doubled in size. I know us for the General Shield team, we've doubled our team, or excuse me, tripled our team, and we've given out a lot more scholarships, largely in part to our large number of participating guilds. However, with growth comes a need to make adjustments to the game to keep our economy thriving. Thank you, thank you, Cyball team. I mean, you guys are on point when it comes to troubleshooting things. I want to give a shout out to the bug team on the Discord. We had a lot of help from you guys. It's been a busy 2 months, but we've listened to all our fantastic feedback from the community and are in the midst of developing a remastered version, Cyball Reborn. I really love that. It's only been 2 months, but they're already able to look at the system and say, hey, you know what? We got to make some changes. And being bold and having the team that can do it. Based on current progress, we are estimating a mid May launch for Cyball Reborn. Upcoming Reborn features improved user experience with more intuitive controls during in game matches. So, this was something that we're going to have to see during gameplay. More detailed results screen post match to better enable technical analysis and review of strategies. You'll see that they got a screenshot of that below. Updated artwork and animations. I already love the artwork, but they have done some updates to it, and it does look pretty. You'll see. Further improvements to matchmaking. I think that part of this, some people were complaining about matchmaking. Now that we have double the teams that we have as we get more and more teams, matchmaking is going to get better. They've talked about that before, but maybe they did something within the way it works that we'll see once we start playing and the updates are implemented in the next, excuse me, in the mid March. And finally, Cyball is coming to both iOS and Mac OS. Excuse me. This right here is the most bullish thing that they possibly have released. I'm telling you folks right now, putting this thing on the Apple iStore, or excuse me, being able to put it and download it onto your phone and play it is going to be very, very bullish. If I look at it in comparison of some other programs out there, you would look at Thetan Arena. Like I said, guys, this is my first rodeo. I'm in a lot of projects, or have been, and I've seen successes and non-successes. One of them that had a lot of success was Thetan Arena. And the reason why I'm not really heavily invested in that project now is because they failed to make changes when things weren't working. They're really stagnant right now. But when they implemented the iPhone app, they got about 80,000 new users just from that, and there are well over 100,000 players and users in that ecosystem with downloads and whatnot. Okay, and it also says that they'll have a test flight to be determined once we have confirmations from Apple. We'll see what the timeline is on that stuff. Obviously, putting things in the app store, it takes time. It might have some revisions and whatnot, but getting this game on there will be special. And the ease of access, man. Just think about that. I love. Sometimes I still play Thetan because even though I'm not earning a lot in there, it's just so convenient for me to just do it on my phone, and already having the app, and just a good process. This will be very exciting. All right, select your strategy. They've changed the screen up on that. Um, All right, here we go with the new artwork in the cards. I seen some screenshots of this. This is very special. I'm gonna zoom in on this because there's a little Easter egg in here that a lot of people aren't even gonna see. The defense system now uses two energy, and they have a spot here for multiple cards to have different energy levels. So, say you got a really, really powerful card, they can use two energy, or now you have use for some of those folks who try to hoard their energy towards the end of the game, like I do sometimes. You can now use that in some of these more powerful cards if you're lucky to draw one. Okay, so another couple of things to point out. They got these big icons over here, really easy to get and hover over them to get the traits of your opponent. They have a new icon for what event is being played, so you can keep that in mind while you're selecting. Oh, and look at that. Everything is right there on the side block instead of the screen they had it with the cards. This looks more streamlined, looks a lot more funner, user friendly. Obviously, when we bring in those iPhone and Apple Android user, excuse me, those Apple app users, having something that looks more gamified is going to be a great thing. Okay, and here we talk about what we look at the end of the game, so you can talk about strategy and things like that. You can look and see, oh, I got a victory and I won all these events. Oh, tandem crossing and dribbling. Oh, I've seen that I've won all those events usually, or tandem crossing and dribbling, I didn't win those events, and maybe I need to boost up those stats the next round. There's just more information here on the screen than there used to be. Okay, another bullish thing that's going to include some burns. As heavily requested by our community, we'll be releasing several limited edition skin sets for our beautiful Cyblocs. To start off, the first release will be our Mutant Collection, which has been meticulously detailed by our artist team. As we know, the artist team over at the Cyball team is a really good one. Users can buy potions and cast them out into their existing NFTs to create a whole new aesthetic. These skin sets do not carry any additional skill upgrades to start off, but may in the future. The skin sets will be sold for CBT, which will then be burned, which will be one of our major upcoming CBT burn events. All right, guys. Yes, this is bullish that they're going to be burning some tokens with this, but even more bullish is the fact that they gave us another little Easter egg. This is the second one in the same article, right? They are saying that the they have burn events, so they are conscious of having multiple burn events that are coming up. One of the things that I would like to see that I haven't seen from the Cyball team yet is just that front and center. People need to know that these tokens are being burned. Not everybody's looking in here in these articles, or listening to my YouTube channel that get this information, to get these jewels, but you need to know, hey, there's tokens being burnt. Just like if you look at Pegaxy, it's very easy to see, okay, how many tokens were minted, how many were burnt. This is something that people are very conscious of when they're thinking about whether to reinvest into an ecosystem. We want to see that there's those mechanisms are there, and they're going to have lots of big burning events. And we want to see that. That's good news. That's bullish news. That's something long term that I can hang my hat on. Okay, let's look at this artwork. Wow. That is an ugly monster right there. I'd be afraid of that thing. And she's got the third eye. Okay. All right. Or he, or I'm thinking that's a she. It's hard to tell though. Okay, this is interesting here. We have amphibious or water type, fish type Cyblock here, man. This is very interesting. What would that entail? Is there more Easter eggs on the way? Maybe this is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we got some water boards or water arenas or something like that. Maybe when you use this mutation, you get a bonus in those events. Hmm. And if they don't have it on the way, maybe it's something to think about. Cyblock team. And this looks like something out of the movie Aliens, man. This thing looks creepy. Oh my gosh. I would not want to be in that football game right there. No chance. Stadiums. After the release of Cyball, we will begin rolling out the first batch of stadiums, most likely towards the latter part of the quarter. Stadiums will initially be auctioned off for CBT and our CYB. Okay, so for you big guilds out there selling off some CBT here and there, or you're probably going to want to hold on to it because this auction, who knows where these things are going to go and how profitable they're going to be. Another bullish thing for the price fluctuations. Initially, if resources allow, stadium owners may be able to provide inputs on the full design aesthetic of their stadium NFT. In the future, governance token holders can also elect for these stadium owners to get some form of rewards and yield. Ooh, that's special right there. So I can imagine right now, man, it's just like a little General Shield logo in the middle, or whatever guild that you might be associated with. Very interesting. CYB launch and dashboard. Okay. CYB launch mid to late quarter two. Full details will be announced in the upcoming weeks. I've detailed this for you guys before. If you're subscribed to my channel, that the CYB will be issued out to CYB, or excuse me, CBT earners. As a reminder, the initial Genesis reward will be live until the end of April the 21st. So earn as much CBT as you can in between now and then, so you can get that CYB. This other thing is very bullish for the CBT and the Cyball ecosystem. That's next. We will have a dashboard detailing the total amount earned to date, including the rewards tab on our web app by the end of this week. That's going to be nice. Please note that all CYB earned as part of the Genesis CYB rewards program will follow a vesting scheme distribution. This vesting scheme will depend on a loyalty type algorithm. I love it. Because I'm a loyal fan, man. You see how I post my videos. Users who have been actively mentoring and contributing back to the Cyball ecosystem will have a more aggressive unlock schedule, whereas users who have not been as active will have a much more conservative unlock schedule. Okay, let me break that down for you guys. Okay, if you are spending and spending or selling and selling your rewards that you get every week, and you're not putting it back into the ecosystem, you're not buying new teams, you're not creating new teams, you're not just putting it back into the ecosystem. All you're doing is just draining and not adding into anything. Or new funds, like I've been doing, adding new funds in from some other projects, DCA in, then you won't be able to withdraw your CYB that you get rewarded as fast as the other folks. So if, like for example, somebody who's actively in the game and looking at it from a long-term growth perspective, I'm going to be putting my CYB right in back into the system to get more teams. I can tell you that right now. We're going to have more scholarships on that day. So you be prepared. Also, think about this for you guys that are thinking and on the fence on whether you should get some more Cyblocs. The price is very likely to go up from the floor where it's at currently, because people are going to have more funds to put back in the system when they get these CYBs unlocked. Hmm. Just a little alpha for you guys right there. All right, Flash mentoring, CyLoans version 2. Okay, I'm not gonna read every part of this. I'm a synopsis. I'm gonna try to give you guys a summary of it, so we don't make this video too long. Basically, you used to be able to loan in and loan out your stuff. During the event, we had during a mentoring event. You can still mentor, by the way. Some guys were questioning that in my Discord group, but you can still mentor. It just costs more right now. But during the event, it wasn't that great because you had to pull them back from your scholars. You had or whoever you were loaning it out to. You had to pull it back so they're not earning. You're not earning anything, and then you can't give it back to them normally for 24 hours. During that event, they took that away, but people took advantage of that. So, but they've changed it now where you don't have to take the side block back from your scholar. You can mentor while they still hold it, which is very special, man. You can just keep going. It's seamless to them. They don't have to worry about getting the wrong side block later, like some of my players have done. So yeah. Oh yeah, I just remember the guy who helped me out on the bug team. His name was Ugami. Ugami, thanks. I appreciate it, man. Told you I was gonna give you a shout out, brother. All right, man. Let's see here. So this is the new CyLoans screen. Okay, you got the traits there on the right, statistics, and you can pick from each one. Now, I don't know how this is actually going to work when they actually do it, but one of the things I wanted to point out as a user loaning out my Cyblocs is that normally when you send something to somebody, they can't look at a collection of side blocks easily. Like right, you can try to do it. Like I tried to do it for one of my admins. I want to do something special for them. They were helping out with our team. I said, hey, you can pick from like any of these 8 really good side blocks that I have, and I send them all to them. And when they pick their 3, and I try to pull them back, I could not issue it back out right away to the other people that I wanted to give the other teams that I have because what happened was you had a 24-hour wait. So I had to wait 24 hours just to get it back to somebody else. It would be nice if I had, let's say, all of my good players in one team, and they could all pick from the right ones that they want. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna pick this one because they have better defense or attack or whatever, or what have you. That'd be nice to be able to offer that to them. Okay, new mentoring costs. Man, is this number 4 on bullish events? And actually, I'm gonna have to put an asterisk by this one because this is probably the most bullish. Okay, for price action because now you can buy, you can pay your full mentoring fee in CBT instead of having to go and get BUSD at Pancake Swap. You got to sell CBT and all that. You can use your earnings to just go right there and hit the mentoring up. Okay. So this used to be 500, this used to be 3,000, and this used to be 9,000. Now you have incentive to actually get all the way down to that 3 for some of those platinum cards or legendary cards that some of the folks have. But also, we're using more of the funds within the ecosystem, more use case for this token, for the CBT token. As mentioned in previous updates, one of the big use cases for the BUSD collected in mentoring is to go towards game development. Okay. The first of these developments is to create a community pool of NFTs that will be purchased on the market. These NFTs will then be assigned to community members via CyLoans who are the most active and helpful within the Cyball community. Pretty dope. So basically, so some people that are helping out in their Discord, just left and right, they're gonna allow them to do a 10%. Looks like a scholarship there. Not as good as the one we're getting on our team and some of the what do you call it, guilds out there. But I'm thankful that they're not undercutting us in that way. But they are offering something to the folks who aren't able to get a team yet, and they're just looking around for one and haven't found a home yet. The community pool will purchase all NFTs priced under X, a constant. So that's nice. So this will create a floor for the Cyblocs. So if you have, let's say they say anytime they go under $300, and that means that basically $300 is going to be our new floor. Having a floor is very important, guys. I got to tell you that. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Thetan Arena, man, one of the biggest blockchain games that came out, and it's hey, slow down before you're thinking about getting into it. I'm not trying to lead you down that road, but I remember there was a character I bought. when it first came out was probably about $800, 800 USD, right? Right now that's about 2 BNB, and now that same character is about 25 USD. Okay, 25 people. That's not a game. That's like 0.05 BNB. That was just a horrible return on your character and just the valuation in the game and having confidence and putting more in there. So, um, guys, keep that in mind. This is bullish news number four. Oh my, 4 or 5. I can't even count anymore. All I know is I'm very excited. I'm putting more funds in here. I got beans that I'm turning over and buying new teams with, and it's very exciting. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to talk about all kinds of DeFi projects, NFTs, play to earn. Obviously, Cyball is one of our favorites. There's some other news in here about guild leagues. They're going to have guild battles, a leaderboard reset, and matchmaking and other rebalances. You can look into that. I just wanted to hit you guys up with the most important things that I thought were in there. You can check a little bit of this out in detail on the blog.cyball.com. Last thing I have for you guys is we had a Cyball scholarship for following and retweeting and tagging a Twitter message that we had. Gonna go ahead and do a live drawing. We already picked one winner. I really like going back to stuff. Why have another drawing when I got 16, 7, 26 entries? Guys, mind you, follow me on Twitter, general_shill. If you guys would like to get in one of these scholarships or drawings, I got a whitelist coming up for a new token that's going to be dropping. Got all kinds of stuff going on, and I'm gonna do a lot of it through Twitter and my Discord. So let's do it. Okay, we're gonna have one winner, and they need to follow general_shill. Okay, they need to have an account of at least 1 month old. Last tweet within the last month. Let's do it. Okay, let's see how many entries we got. 24 entries. Okay, this was our last winner. I'm hoping I get somebody that's really been active in the Discord. That would be awesome. Okay, we got 24 entries. Let's begin the draw. Orb, my man, I just hit him up with a scholarship. I already know that. So we're going to go ahead and redraw that. Sorry, Orb, you already got one. Dang, and another one. I just gave her a scholarship. She was the one that won the last time. You guys are lucky. You need to go play the lottery or something. Vincent, my man Vincent. Vincent is pretty active in the Discord. I'm really glad he won. He's been volunteering for a lot of stuff. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for liking and subscribing and following me on Twitter and stuff. I'm trying to grow this thing as big as possible. I really thank you for being a part of my journey, man. I'm trying to get back to you guys as much as I can. All right.